So I became very convinced after like a year and a half of searching and trying things, it's mold. I'm hoping that my video finds its way to you around that same time in your journey. Like you may have just now put the pieces together. I'm suffering from a mold issue. Pause. This is a very important pause, one I wish I had. Quick little tip, tight adductor, kidney meridian. Monday morning, mobility. One of the things I'm finding in having conversations with people with Lyme, mold, mast cell, SIRS, all these different things that are immune related. A lot of these folks have old injuries to their tissue and to their joints that are weakening the flow in their body. See, I have an injury in this left ankle and foot, and it makes my foot afraid to bear weight the way that it's supposed to, and it throws off my entire body. Makes your weight shift, changes the way that you hold yourself and carry yourself in your posture, takes extra energy to keep you safe. So there'll be days where I'll just go into the range of motion that the body's afraid of. It hurts, and I'll stay there. I'll hold it and I'll let the body start to understand again, like, oh, okay, I can go there. One of the necessary things you need for that is some fascial work. So the fascia is going to get really tight around all these old injuries. So I see a fascial massage therapist once or twice per month to undo some of that fascial memory to allow me to get back into these ranges of motion again. So the goal is over time, reopen it and then strengthen in that opened position. What I was doing in the past was it was all closed off and injured, and I was strengthening into the injury. I was strengthening the closed off position, creating that tightness. So my hips locked up, ankles were shit. And I remember thinking back in like 2020 when I set out on this journey of healing, oh my God, dude, you're bound together so tight. You have all these injuries. It's gonna take you years and years and years to undo this. But that's actually what kept me from doing it for a while, is I didn't want to stop hockey and all these other things, but I was right. I mean, I'm 5 years in and my body moves a lot different now and it looks a lot different. I'm still not there. Getting there, still not there. My wild health goose chase started in 2018 or 19. Went and saw all the different professionals, the doctors, for these various symptoms I was having throughout my body. None of them could really figure out what it was. At some point I had to take my health into my own hands and start educating myself, and that's what led me to reading about toxic mold. And I started to read the symptoms list of that and was like, yep. So I became very convinced after like a year and a half of searching and trying things, it's mold. I'm hoping that my video finds its way to you around that same time in your journey. Like you may have just now put the pieces together. I'm suffering from a mold issue. Pause. This is a very important pause, one I wish I had. The good news is I think you're on the right track. The bad news is, and the news that might be a little bit demotivating, is it's probably not just mold. You're probably thinking, my God, I just now figured all this stuff out. Now you're gonna tell me there's more to it. From what I've found anecdotally and from everything that I've read, we go on these hunts for a root cause kind of having this ideal vision in our minds that we're going to pull up on the weed and it's going to have one root. I think we all realize though that plants have lots of roots. So if a pathogen like mold or parasites or whatever has taken hold inside your body, you're going to have a lot of things to fix. Just focusing on detoxing from mold is going to make you feel better. You're going to get a lot better. It's not going to get you all the way there, most likely, at least in my experience. So I say this because I kind of want to help you shift the paradigm around this root cause thing. What we start out with is, hey, there's this issue going on with me. I need to find the cause of it, this external vector or pathogen. I need to find the root and get rid of it. What I'd like to introduce to you instead is the idea that in a way you are the root, meaning this unease has taken root inside of you, and it's multifactorial why it was able to do that. It could have to do with your gut, it could have to do with your hormones, it could have to do with being environmentally compromised in some way, emotionally compromised in some way. So I'm hoping that you're seeing this and opening your mind to the idea that searching for the root cause can sometimes leave us stuck because we're looking for knowledge about like what is the specific thing and we're not taking a lot of action. So as more and more layers have peeled for me, and I've had that letdown of like, oh my God, I addressed some mold and now I'm still not all the way back. Oh, I did parasite cleansing and I'm still not all the way back. I've really had to slowly shift to the idea that I need to fortify myself, my body, my instrument as best I can. I need to give it the best possible chance it has to naturally deal with these things, come back into balance with these things. And that to me is more empowering than looking for just the magic bullet. I haven't found a magic bullet. I'm 5 years into this thing, tried a whole bunch of stuff, and a lot of it's been very effective. But it's all contributing to my overall immunity getting higher and higher and better. So here's what I'm suggesting to you. I'm not saying you should stop trying to look for the cause of your issues. I'm saying you should take what's 100% of your effort right now that's going into the researching. Just to start, give 20% of that over to habits that you can maintain that are gonna improve your vitality. So you saw me here today doing one of those habits for myself, which is opening my body up and stretching and doing mobility. When you start to implement those habits with some of the energy that you have, it's gonna increase your ability, your energy levels for continuing on this journey. If we don't start to implement those habits, the battery doesn't charge enough to give us the energy that we're gonna need to get all the way there to whatever that healed state looks like. To be honest, I'm kind of convinced that the healed state, the bar keeps moving as you feel better and better. You ask yourself, how much further can I go? So it almost begins as a healing journey, and then at some point that you can't really discern becomes like a personal development journey. So just try that little switch with your mind. And also maybe some of the stretching stuff that I showed you here. I bet you might be seeing this going, yeah, I got this ankle thing, or oh yeah, this shoulder doesn't really move well. You guys, all of these areas are designed to be open and moving freely, and the more freely they move, the more freely your lymphatic system works, and you can move some of these toxins out of your body. A lot of us have been stuck and constricted for so long that we're not actually draining the toxins out, even if we're doing protocols. So I have another video on infrared sauna. Put your energy into these practices. It's also going to help your mental state too. So again, good news is I think you're on the right track. Bad news is it's not just one thing. So you got to figure out how to implement a lot of things to get yourself back where you want to be.